many times is this that you have?
This is my third time.
And how long is it since you've been mayor?
The last one was 2006 to 2007.
So there would have been boom years, really.
There would have been boom years, and we've seen the city going from up there to down here in more ways than one. But there's a good time coming, and there has to be a good time. I have to believe there is a good time coming, because if we don't believe there's a good time coming, there's no point in being involved.
How do you see the office of mayor with regard to recovery?
It's very important that we as a city are positioned in a proper way to be progressive in the going forward, but more importantly that we're able to take advantage of the upturn that's going to occur in the economy. We have an economy that is stuttering at the moment, or shuddering I should say, and the unfortunate part about it is there's people just do not feel that there's light at the end of the tunnel. But it's up to us who are in office here in the city to make sure that people are positioned in a proper way, so that when the upturn comes, we will get there and be positive about it.
Is there help for Kilkenny on a national level? I mean, what about the Enterprise Board, the IDA, the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment?
Well, I suppose you're touching on a very sore point there, because in fairness, the Enterprise Board is a very proactive organisation here in the city and the county, and has done enormous work to actually help small to medium-sized industries. But when you mention the IDA, I have to be honest with you, I'm a bit kind of taken aback by them, because they've created one job in this wonderful city of ours in the last 2 years. They've made 3 site visits to Kilkenny, and I suppose only for way of hurling in Kilkenny, nobody know where we are. It's frightening, and it's not fair.
It is. I think there is a lot of worry among the working people of Kilkenny about jobs. It's a long time since we had a really good big project come here.
It is, but when you look at the economic base of where Kilkenny is, like if you look at the county in total, there's only 6 companies employing more than 250 people. And when you take that on board, and there's some 2,500 businesses in the city and county overall, and when you take all of that on board, it means that a downturn in the economy, small businesses don't tend to actually fall away. And we have all the business interests that are in the city and the county are very, very proactive in all of that. Now, we don't have a big manufacturing base, and I suppose that is maybe to our benefit in hindsight when you look at the economy as it is, because if we had what happened in Waterford in terms of Waterford Glass, it would have a detrimental effect on the economy. Our big employer here in this city and county is Glenmail.
Yes.
And they employ some 750 people, and long may they continue.
Do you see farming then and food-based industry as something that Kilkenny can depend on in these hard times?
Farm-based, food-based, arts and crafts, and all of the auxiliary activities that go with all of that, because in fairness, the city and this county is made up of an awful lot of varied business interests. And if we can actually encourage that, plus the tourism, then we will be going in a very, very serious positive direction. And that's the hope and the ideal that we would have in the city at this moment in time.
And speaking of the hurling, are you going to be welcoming home the Liam McCarthy again this year, do you think?
Well, with the help of God we will, because in fairness, what we have had in the city and this county has been extraordinary in terms of hurling. What they have given to us over the last number of years is absolutely extraordinary in terms of enjoyment. Liam McCarthy has become part and parcel of every household in this county. We are awfully lucky that we have a group of people who are so dedicated to what they do. They are now bordering on immortality. And it is a wonderful privilege just to know them, because in fairness, anytime you ever meet any of them, they are the most welcoming people you ever come across in your life. They go out of their way to help ordinary people to achieve extraordinary things. And the goodwill that they have generated for Kilkenny is done. You just couldn't measure it. They are done from Brancody to the ball carrier. They have done an enormous job, and there is no words of mine but ever say thanks for what they have given us.
And so say all of us.
So do all of us.